Hey there, it's Holly. So, on to the best of 2025. I have a lot of honorable mentions with this one because I did not want to make a mediocre of the year because I don't think I saw enough movies to make like 10 for a mediocre movie. I could have, I guess, but I don't really know how to describe it because, like, if you watched my worst movies, you would know that a lot of them were just mediocre. So it'd just be my worst list, really. But I have five in the honorable mentions. And honestly, looking at it, they can replace my bottom two pretty easily, like any one of them could. It really just depends on my mood and how much it hit me, honestly. So, beginning off, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I love me a good slasher. I feel like I liked it better than the original, a lot more. Um, Mostly, I think because it had that Scream vibe. Um, I really love Scream, and this does have that Scream vibe for me, and I do like that. The actors were good. It does have the same actor, the lead actor from Him, in it, and he's better in Him and than this, but it was fun watching him in two different movies this year. Um, there are some really bad choices, but it's nothing like it's just a slasher. I'm down with any real slasher, really, and it hitting the same notes as the other ones or Scream or whatever is fine by me because the original was a Scream ripoff anyway. So this being a ripoff of the new version of Screams is fine. Like I didn't love it enough to put it up in my best. That's why it's honorable mentions. Same with Drop. Drop I liked. Drop was a good like PG-13 horror. Like it was a good thriller. Um, I don't know like I said, like it's just honorable mentions. It's good. I liked it. I don't like it enough to put it in my top 10. But like the marketing was fine, the directing, all of that was good. I liked what they did with it. I think once the movie left, like once it started to go more like near the end, I think it started to lose itself. But like definitely that beginning bits were really, really good. Um, Same with Clown in a Cornfield. Clown in a Cornfield was fun. Once again, slasher. A bit more cheesy, a bit more tongue in cheek. Um, but like it was fun and I did like it for what it was. But I don't know, like once again, I don't think I would have put it up any like it would be at the bottom if I put it any higher. But I had fun with it. I don't know if I liked it more than I Know What You Did Last Summer, or maybe lower. I just kind of typed out the honorable mention just as whatever. But it was good. I liked it. Um, I can't remember much of it, but I remember liking it. I like the twist. I think the twist of like the parents, like the town, just being like, "No, we're killing the kids because you kids are awful. We just do this each time." You know, that's always fun for me. I like seeing Will Sasso and stuff too. He's always funny. Um, if I was ranking my honorable mentions, I think I'd put the next one above, like on my list. I'd switch it. Doesn't matter. Um, Ballerina from the world of John Wick. This was a fun action movie. I was pleasantly surprised because I went in thinking, I don't know how good it's going to be. I liked it. It was fun. It did its job. It really picked up near the end, very much like the last like 20, 30 minutes, which is attacking the town. Very good. I liked that a lot. Um, but it's just like it's just an action movie, which I like action movies, but and when it ranking as like my top movie of the year, action movie. Um, but it did its job. It was a good entry. Um, but my last honorable mention is Alto Nights. Alto Nights did get a lot of flack, and I feel like it was more of a like disappointment than anything. And because it was starring Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro, but Alton Hanks. Yeah. Barry Levinson directed it, and also being from the writer of Goodfellas, it had a lot of expectations for it, which it did not meet at all. But as a crime movie, as like a gangster movie, I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I learned. That's the thing. So I went in learning, and I liked it the second time I saw it. They showed my parents it too, and I liked it more the second time because you learn a bit more about the history and stuff of the two people they played, being well, two play two people De Niro played, being Vito Genovese and Frank Costello. Like you do learn about them, and then you see the other big ones like Vincent Gigante and the other. I think Gigante's the other big one is, but then like Bonanno. Is that it? Bonanno. Bonanno. Yeah. Gambino appears. Like you get like the big names, and I think I liked it more when I started getting into The Sopranos, honestly. Once I started getting into The Sopranos and watching a bit more like gangster movies, and watching this one, yeah, well, this is a fine movie. I like what they did. I was pleasantly surprised by it. But on to the actual top 10. At number 10, Woman in the Yard. So this one definitely was a sleeper. Like no one really saw it. A lot of people hated the ending, and I get it. I get why you hate the ending. I thought it was interesting, but I completely understand why people did not like it. You know, for those who don't remember or never saw the trailers, it's a family, like a mom and her two kids, see this woman sitting outside in the yard. Like, huh, that's weird. But like throughout the day, she gets closer and closer and closer, and the house gets darker and darker and darker and darker. And for a PG-13 movie, this has really good tension, really good acting. For a Blumhouse PG-13, which is like known to be not great, it is really good. But I do have to talk about the ending, and people do not like it. The ending is that the mom turns out the mom killed the kids and herself in a bout of grief because the husband had died in a car crash. Um, I think the mom caused, I believe. And the woman in the yard is that grief, is that representation. And the movie ends when like the mom kills herself, I think, and or finally realizes that she does. I need to rewatch it to make sure on that one, but it ends with her entering the house again, and it's cheerful and bright and stuff. And people were saying like, but she did this horrible thing, and it's making people think it's like, oh, you're saying suicide's a good option. It's like, well, I get that. I do. I really do get people not having an issue, like having an issue with that. I do understand that, especially for people who like dealt with that kind of loss. I can see how that's bad. However, as someone who went down that road, I can also say that that's way better than being like, no, I'd rather be really depressing. No, no, no. I actually prefer it being a bit more happier ending for that kind of story. Once again, I do not like grief horror. So this ending on a happier note with that, saying like, yes, the initial way she got there was bad, but then she found like some kind of relief and happiness through that act is true. That as much as some people don't like it, for a lot of people who pick that option is their relief. And they, if they want to believe that, like, that's how they like relief, and like there's something happy at the end of that, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing at all. I think most people would rather believe that. Like in that situation, they want to believe that. They do not want to be like, oh, if I do this to myself, I'm going to like a dark, horrible place. No. They're doing that for their relief, for that thing. They're hoping for that. And the fact that this movie ends that way, I really liked. I really liked that ending. I feel like that's incredibly powerful. Um, but once again, I get why people did not like it. Um, but off of a less serious topic, number nine. Number nine is Dangerous Animals. I like this more than I thought would. But then again, I like John Courtney. I like Australian accents. I like Australian horror. And I like shark movies. I said all of them. I mean, hey, I gotta get my Captain Boomerang fixed somehow, and I guess this is gonna be the movie. Um, I like good shark movies. I like good shark serial killer movies. Well, okay, I think this is the only shark serial killer movie, but you get my point. It's a guy who feeds tourists to sharks. I don't know how that could go wrong. It was fun. It was goofy. Jai Courtney's being Jai Courtney. It wasn't out to like. I just really like a good shark horror movie, and this was that. Like, it's number nine because look, I like sharks and I like that kind of stuff. It's rather simple. Um, and number eight, it's a little surprising that it's this low, but I feel like in hindsight it is supposed to be. It's not surprising. Is Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four. They're like in terms of Marvel, Fantastic Four is probably my second favorite team. Like they flip flop with the X Men. Um, but the X Men's their own can of worms. But no, I really really like them, and this movie I think did a really good job with them. There is some issues though. I feel like it was too bland, really, for the stakes. Like it was just too. It felt almost too. The camera work. Here we go. The camera work and cinematography felt too emotionless for the stakes and for what's being presented. The actors did not. They had the emotion, but it was everything else around it did not feel that way. It felt like what people thought the Eternals was. You know, like people like dogged on the Eternals, like, oh, this looks bland and stuff. It's like, but it's actually something there. This is what people thought the Eternals was in terms of that. Um, the characterization and the characters were all good, but I do wish we had more. Am I Am I very disappointed that we did not get a Red Ghost scene? Yeah, very much so. I love the Red Ghost. I love their goofiness. That's the main thing of Fantastic Four I really like is their goofy villains. But we didn't get that. Um, and yeah, there are some issues like things stuff kind of just was like he was just there. He like his story was there, but didn't doesn't have the same impact. Like I don't need another uh, the man, the monster kind of thing. We've gotten that already, but giving him something more to do other than just be like, hey, it's a girl from a synagogue. So, something. Um, I do find it interesting that anytime we have a Silver Surfer movie, it's more of a Johnny movie. Mm. Um, yeah, it was good, but I don't think it's the best Marvel movie that came out this year. That's later. One of the three is later. Um, and above that, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the newest one. Like I said, I love slashers. This was a really fun one. Granted, any movie where a guy just destroys a room full of Nazis, I'm already sold. But this was a fun one. I like the twist. It's not a twist, but it's like twist on the idea. I like what they did. With, like the person in his head telling him like, that person's bad. Let me show you why they're bad and where to find them. That's really cool. I do like that. And it like transfers from person to person. That's all fun. That's a very interesting idea for me. And I just had a fun time. It was like it was a fun, well done slasher. I do want to see more out of the lead actor. And I think we will. Like he was in Halloween Ends and I really like that one too. So, I have hopes for him, especially in the horror field. Um, Number 7 is Warfare. Warfare is one of those movies that if you miss it in theaters, I don't know if you're going to get the same experience. And I don't think I got the same experience as it should have been. This is one that is 100% built on sound. The sound design alone is the thing that's the whole movie. Um, it's the group of soldiers stuck in a building, all being attacked by like the Taliban or ISIS or whoever. Um, and they just have to hold out for the reinforcements to come. But all the time, you're hearing the planes fly over, you're hearing the bullets, you're hearing everything. It is mostly sound design. And I wish I saw it at RPX. I wish I saw it at IMAX, but I didn't. But even then, the sound design is so good. I'm like, if this is not nominated for sound design for the Oscars, I don't know what's going on because the sound design for this is like the main thing. And like, I like war movies well enough, but this was like, no, this was an experience. This one is really good. Um, and well, for those wondering, I believe it's Alex Garland. I'm maybe wrong. Yeah, Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza. Ray Mendoza actually served in Iraq and like helped write it. He was like, yeah, this is pretty much my experience. So that really did help a lot. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, number 6, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was really good. Thunderbolts was the best movie Marvel put out this year, bar none. Um, their approach to mental health, love. Their approach to some of the characters that most people don't like, love. Their approach to characters that people do like, also love. Um, of course, Red Guardian and Yelena steal the show. John Walker's great. Bob's fun. Do we need to worry about Taskmaster anymore? No, not really. Did I care? No, not really. Uh, I'm not a Taskmaster hater, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, Ghost is there too. Yeah, she does stuff. I like her better this than in Ant-Man. Um, but really, this is Yelena's movie. This is where she really shines. And same with Walker. Like they did both these characters really good. Um, and the fact that like the whole point is like they get it, they have to fight like their inner demons and stuff. I like that. Like what they did in this movie was really interesting, and I do find it interesting that like two of the more better Marvel movies break away from the superhero trope. Like yes, they still save the world, but they do it in a different way. It's not just all punch and stuff. As we're doing this as like a found family, doing this through like mental health helping, that kind of stuff. Fantastic Four did their own thing. Like they did something different, and I do like that. Thunderbolts was like looking back way better than I like gave it credit for, and I liked it then anyway. Um, but there are still 4 more better. And at number 4 is Zootopia 2. I really like Zootopia 2. The more I think about it, I like it. Uh, I brought this up in my initial review too, but like I think the way they handled the social commentary, I liked better than the first one. First one had a better story, but this one handled the commentary and message better. Um, And I like the references more too. You're gonna put a full hedge maze from Shining in with the musical score? Yes. Does that make it a lot better? Hell yeah. Um, but yeah, the stuff that they do with this is really good, and I am very curious on how the next one's gonna go. As always, I don't think they need a new. I don't think they need to do another like Saves Utopia or like huge schemes. Like just keep it like small, maybe next time, like just another cop thing, maybe. Um, it doesn't need to be that big, but this is a good showing for Disney. This kind of made up for the two like failures. Like this really helped them a lot. Ironically, came out at the same time as Ella McKay, and that made no money. This is making all the money. Um, no, I mean, come on, it's really good. Uh, and number three, Superman. Mm, I really love Superman. I mean, I'm down for any good Superman movie. I'm down for cheesy superheroes, and this was it. This is what I wanted out of a Superman movie: bright, colorful, hopeful, funny, and it's all those boxes. Lex being like Lex, like oh my God, Lex. Like people are like, oh, I like. Well, okay, I don't think I've ever met anyone who actually likes the Jesse Eisenberg Lex, but I'm sure there's some Snyder bro who says the Jesse Eisenberg Lex is a good Lex. He's not, but I'm sure someone did. But I was like, this guy would never. This guy would never do that. His plan was stupid. His plan involved pee. Um, this Lex, like this really got petty Lex. That's the thing you need to know about Lex Luthor is he's a petty man. And this version of Lex is incredibly petty. He kidnaps a guy who once gave Superman food. Like, here's a euro or whatever it was. And he kidnaps the guy and says, yeah, if you don't answer my questions or whatever, I'm going to shoot him. You have, like, some chances. Boom, immediately. Immediately. It was like, ah, yeah, let's go find another person. It's like, Lex, stop that. What are you doing? You're training monkeys to be haters online. You're kidnapped his dog. This is pure Lex. They got Lex down. They got Superman's hopefulness down. They got Jimmy pulling ladies, which for those who don't know, is also a thing in the comics. Jimmy somehow pulls so many women all the time. Good on him. I really feel that could just be the writers be like, I'm kidding, ladies. So that's probably the comic book writers write themselves saying with Jimmy. But they're getting all these characters. Like Superman's nailing it. I'm very much excited for Supergirl. Incredibly excited for the rest of the DC universe under gun. If this is the direction we're going. Uh, but now we're on to number two. And number two is the second one that I mentioned. Like in my worst reviews, I had Shelby Oaks on there, and that came out 2024, but it was in theaters this year. In this movie, same thing. This is Jane Austen, Wrecked My Life. So this is a French-English collaboration romance movie. Not my typical fare, but incredibly good. Like, this is one of the best romance movies I've ever seen. And I don't watch a lot, but this is one of the best ones. Uh, Woman works at a bookstore. She loves Jane Austen. She's a writer. Like, she only writes Jane Austen style romances. Like, her kind of on and off again boyfriend's like, you got to stop this. Write something different. She's like, nah, I don't want to. And she gets invited to a workshop in one of Jane Austen's homes, or Jane Austen's actual home, and finds herself in a Jane Austen novel, essentially. But the way this is done is just so charming. It's so charming, so well done, so well acted, just so cute and charming. Like I don't think I saw this. Like, this is a really really good movie. Like this is something, and I do find it funny that I made this comparison with Shelby Oaks. Is that the two movies that are both from technically last year but released this year are first time director stuff. And this one I really liked, and I can say as a first time director, like debut, this is really, really good versus Shelby Oaks. Um, but yeah, this one I really vibed with. This was cute. This was charming. This was lovely. This was something that is like a breath of fresh air for me. Um, Plus, it also helped that I'm like, hey, I've been to the store she works at. I know that store. I have books from there. So that was also funny. Um, yeah, super cute. Super, super, super charming if you can find it. Anyway, though, on to number one. So this is actually where the uh, caveat of I had to see it in theaters comes into play because you may have missed a big, two big omissions on this. One, Marty Supreme. I did not have a chance to see it before this, and yeah, technically I could watch it on the 31st, but I also want to sit with movies too. And the other one being One Battle After Another. So I did want to see this. I did not have the time to see it because it was like three something hours, and I was having car troubles, and so I didn't want to stay at work the whole time, and blah 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 blah. It kind of just became like when you don't have a car, it's a little harder to be like, hey, I'm going to go see a movie, you know? Um, so What About Others not on here either. And who knows? It may have been on here. Probably. I never know. Um, but it is on streaming now, and I could have watched it, but I wanted to keep the like I saw it in theaters vibe. Um, because otherwise the whole list would be way different. But number one is Sinners. Of course, it's Sinners. Sinners is great. Um, the music's good, the acting's good, the directing's good. This is. Do I need to go on why Sinners is like one of the best movies this year? No, I don't think I need to. Like the fact that like this hits so many good points. Like I love vampires, I love bluegrass essentially. Like this is blues, but bluegrass kind of. It kind of flutters into both. Irish music, Irish history, Irish vampires. Uh, Even has some like it hits everything I want out of one of these movies. So this movie's really really good. This movie's really excellent. I mean, I saw it at RPX. It was like I'm sure if I saw it at IMAX, even more so. But like my top two really hit like the different vibes that I like, charming and fun. Like Jane Austen, charming. I easily could have put Jane Austen at number one, and I would have been comfortable with that too. But I go for fun, I go for horror, I go for just like pure, like this was an experience kind of thing too. And that's what Sinners is. Um, you know what? It's dawning on me because I did not write down a review for a letterbox. I completely blanked on it. Damn. Sorry, Sinners. I love you, but you have to go down a bump. You do. Okay, okay, okay. I'm sorry about this. Sorry about this, folks. And I could re-edit this, but I like just being off the cuff. My new number one is Long Walk, so everything goes down a list. So unfortunately, Woman in the Yard, you're into honorable mentions. Dangerous Animals, your number 10. But no, Long Walk. Long Walk, so good. Long Walk, so good. I loved it. So emotional. I love it. Long Walk's so good. Like Sinners, I loved too, but Long Walk's so good. Oh my God. Like Long Walk. Oh my God. So I hate that I forgot, but I was going by my Letterboxd, and I for some reason never put up a review for it, so I don't know why I missed it. But yeah, no, Long Walk is like if I oh my God, like for those who haven't seen it, it is the emotional movie. Like you would not think a Stephen King movie could be like a gut punch after gut punch after gut punch after gut punch, and then double gut punch at the end. But it is. And even like the novella, like when I first read the novella of Long Walk, I'm like, this needs to be a movie. This needs to be a movie. This needs to be something immediately. And I had to wait for it. But it's so good. Um the like Cooper Hoffman, really good. David Johnson, Yosin, amazing, 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 amazing. Um, uh, Tut Neot, who played Arthur Baker, so good. Charlie Plummer, great. Ben Wang, great. All of the boys in this were so good. Everyone was so damn good in this. And like, I want Sinners to win a bunch of stuff in the Oscars. I want to get nominated. But Long Walk, if it gets like an acting nomination and doesn't win, like if David doesn't get nominated, I don't know what would happen. Like he carries this movie, and the thing is that I I go through down periods, like bad periods, but I want to be able to cry, and I have issues with that. But the thing I do is I watch reaction videos of The Long Walk because I know that people will be in tears at the end. It's so alive watching them be in tears. And watching me smile during this is very odd, but like that's how like knowing how much it hits people. That's the thing. Like it this I hate that I left it off initially, but no, yeah, no, The Long Walk's my favorite movie of the year. Bar none, it's my favorite movie of the year. It 100% is like, it may be my top 10 or even top 5 of Stephen King adaptations. Like, it's that good. And the fact that I'm putting this over Sinners, like, says everything. Like, yes, most rational people will have Sinners number one. But no, The Long Walk's number one. The Long Walk's number one. Like 100% Long Walk's number one. No doubt in my mind. Um, like the fact that it's like just a small cast and all of them were doing 110%. Mark Hamill's mostly unrecognizable, but you hear his voice enough, you know it's Mark Hamill. Like he's doing the raspy, like old timey Joker. You know what it is. Like you've heard it. Uh, but he's great. He's a good villain. Of course he is. He played the Joker. Like everyone's so good in this movie. I hate that I like. Oh my god. But yes, my final list for the best movies of this year, unfortunately, all switched around, is Dangerous Animals at number 10, Fantastic Four at number 9, Silent Night, Deadly Night number 8, Warfare at 7, Thunderbolts at 6, Zootopia 2 at number 5, Superman at number 4, Jane Austen Wrecked My Life at number 3, Sinners at number 2, and The Long Walk at number 1. So please forgive my change of pace on that one. That happens with me because I get a little too caught up in other stuff. But I would love to hear your versions because I'm positive you're going to have a different list than I will. Um, so please let me know in the comments what you thought of this. Uh, yeah, next year's going to be interesting.